Hey guys, welcome to Cooking with Chef Mike. Very first episode. So yeah, decided to try out cooking on local public access TV. Just see how it goes. After getting laid off as a substitute middle school teacher. I've actually done public access TV before when I was actually working as a professional magician, working my way through clown college. That didn't work out either, so gave the middle school substitute teacher thing a try just to pay the bills, you know, and I thought, hey, why not get back into form at this time? Share my pro-level cooking skills on public access. So, like, I know a lot of you out there are intimidated by the kitchen. Clearly, there can be a lot going on at any one time in a kitchen. There's lots of scary tools to use. Sometimes, like, when you walk into a kitchen and you see all these like pots and pans and knives and different utensils on the wall, you think, wow, is this place like a medieval torture dungeon or what? So, my goal with this show is to try to demystify cooking for people. We're going to start by keeping it simple. All of my cooking skills can be traced back to when I was in college, just trying to feed and sustain myself as I was getting my magician's degree. And it can be challenging to have good sustenance, good food while you're a student. A lot of guys just go straight to the top ramen every day, or if you're lucky enough to have a food card, just the crap that they serve in the cafeteria. It's exact same from K through 12 all up into college. And it's much better if you can develop cooking skills for yourself in college. It's one of the things that you can like learn. It's kind of like interning. It's one of the things you kind of need to pick up when you're in college, kind of on the side. Just cooking skills, that sort of thing. If you're just now getting started as a student cook, I'm going to start you off with something really, really simple. These used to intimidate me. This is a Lunchables pizza. When I was in school, like, I just could not figure out Lunchables from head to toes. I just could not get the hang of it. But in college, I put my nose to the grind and decided that I was going to really nail the perfect Lunchable pizza. And I'm going to share that information, that knowledge, that culinary knowledge with you guys tonight for your benefit. So we're starting off with something simple. So we start by peeling back the Lunchables plastic. It's like it's charcuterie, it's dairy, but somehow they put something in it that leaves it shelf stable for months at a time. I don't know what's in there, but it's sure to be very tasty. So we take the little soft cracker that they use for a pizza crust. And, normally when you're eating a Lunchable, you're eating it in a cafeteria or in an office or curled up crying in a janitor's closet at a middle school. So you normally don't get like that good cooked pizza flavor, but we're going to remedy that right now. So next up we take, this is buried underneath the 2 plain flour cookies that we use for the crust. We've got a packet of ketchup with thyme and oregano in it. Just kidding. It's a fairly decent sauce. I gotta give them credit for that. I'm just being a little salty. Oh my god, I forgot the salt. You know what? I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's hard to prepare for your only second outing on public access TV. This is what went wrong with the magician show. It's like I forgot to feed the rabbit in the hat for a few days, and whoops. Well, anyway, let's squirt the packet of sad tomato sauce on the little bread thing that, I don't know, it looks like it's something they would serve at a Passover Seder. A little bit. But then, let's see, what else we got here for us to work with? Like, they give you a lot to work with in the Lunchable container. Like, there's half of a little section here of, I'm going to assume, mozzarella. Actually, a good pro tip is, and I fucked it up here, whoops, is to put the cheese on first and do it Detroit style, so that the sauce doesn't make your crust soggy. See, that's a good kitchen hack to remember. Like, put some slices of provolone down or something on top of your crust before you put the sauce on, and that way you won't have pizza that's all wet and soggy in the middle. And I'll do that next time I do this, I promise. Now we've got some pepperonis here. Oh man, they're so slimy and greasy. Oh man, that's going to be really tasty, I bet. So we're going to do some interesting plating with the pepperoni. We're going to do 3 pepperonis here, perfectly spaced. You know, there's nothing worse than when you order out a pizza and it gets there and like the pepperonis like are all on like one side, or when you like make a DiGiorno and all the shit's on one side of the pizza. What is that? What is that when you, every time you get a DiGiorno, all the shit on the pizza's on one side? What is that? I don't know. Anyway, so now it's time to put just another little sprinkle on top of each one of the pepperonis. We're going to go really fancy with our plating. That's another thing I'm going to be teaching throughout the segment is fancy plating. We've got some really fancy techniques we can use. And to start it off, let's take our sauce packet and do like some fancy little dollops of sauce on either side. There. Now it looks kind of like one of the Korean flags in my CrossFit gym. A little bit. Okay, so that's some beautiful plating, as you can see, very fancy. Just because you're a college student and you have to eat shit like Lunchables pizza doesn't mean you can't do it in style. Maybe wow the ladies, like I did my ex-wife. All right. Are you ready, Chef Mike? Oh, see, this guy was Chef Mike all along. I'm not Chef Mike. My name's Greg Herbert. I am a divorced, erstwhile, middle school substitute teacher. This is our buddy Chef Mike, because he's a microwave. Oh yeah, that's right. I went there. With it. It's a little inside. It's a little industry inside to call the microwave Chef Mike. But he does the real work here. So we're gonna set it to 33 seconds and just hope that the shitty tomato sauce doesn't blow up all inside him, and then it's gonna be giving Chef Mike a prostate exam with a paper towel. That's what this show's going to turn into. Sure is starting to smell good. And we're done. Uh-oh. Pinterest fail. Whoops. Uh-oh. I mean, it smells good, though. Still soggy. Crust is still soggy, but, I mean, 90% of taste is in the olfactory membrane, so it's better than top ramen, I would say. So there's our pizza, our Lunchables pizza. Just to start us off with something simple, let's kick it up to something a little more advanced, because we're going to be making this one from scratch. Are you guys ready for your first scratch-made dish? Are you guys ready? We have a bag of house brand Doritos knockoffs from HEB and Mexican blend shredded cheese. You know that the only good cheese for what we're about to make is gonna be Mexican blend cheese, because we're gonna be making nachos. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot before I move on to this next segment. There's one way that you can salvage a Pinterest fail like this, where all the sauce is splattered all over the place, and it looks like a little bit like Afterbirth. Just garnish it with a sprig of parsley. All right, now, next up, moving on to our more advanced scratch-made nachos. Like this, all the ingredients for this dish come from their own separate packages, and that's what scratch-made means. So we're going to go very technical with our plating on this one. Cooking is serious business, guys. When you get to the advanced stages, cooking is very serious business. Right? So I'm just going to carefully place each delicious, cheesy Dorito, one by one, all around this plate. Got to be very careful to pick only the best Doritos. Fully intact, creating a perfect mosaic, like the floor of a bathroom in an upscale hotel, because you decided to treat yourself to Vegas one weekend after your wife left you, to purge the sound of screaming kids from your ears. we're going with nacho cheese flavored Doritos because we want to really double up on that cheese flavor. That makes it extra authentic Mexican cuisine. Mexican cuisine is differentiated by its reliance on lots of cheese and beef and beans and sour cream on everything. That's what you call interior Mexican because it really does a number on your interiors. No, that's not why it's called that. I don't actually know what interior Mexican means. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, it's not fitting right. It's not. Oh, okay. Made it work. Okay. We're almost there, guys. There's almost no white left on this plate. All the white on this plate is being covered up with Mexican cuisine. It's kind of an analogy for the state of our country. Now, next step is we want to put the cheese on the chips. Okay? But follow along now. Follow along. Don't blink. You don't want to miss a minute of this. Although, who here blinks for a whole minute? What am I talking about? Oh man, the kids at the middle school would totally tear me a new one for that. We want to evenly distribute the nacho cheese all around the chips on the plate. You don't want nachos that are all just a big wad of greasy cheese right in the middle. Or maybe you've been smoking some of that wacky tobacco, and that's exactly what you want. But I'm here to encourage drug-free college cooking. Focus on those studies, kids. Because if you burn out on heroin during clown college, you'll never be able to pull off a magic set on public access TV. And the rest is history. The history that I'm making right now. We have a beautiful even spread of Mexican cheese on nacho cheese flavored off-brand HEB Doritos. And it already smells so cheesy. All right, Chef Mike, open wide. Oh man. Did you guys hear what I just said? Open up, Chef Mike. The magic 33 seconds. All right. Good job, Chef Mike. Oh, beautiful. Now this is perfectly crafted dish. This is a Pinterest success. I have to Instagram this right now. Okay. Hashtag Pinterest success on Instagram. But wait, these nachos aren't exactly perfect. You know what they need? They need a sprig of parsley. I'll get that dish some parsley. Dishes love parsley. So we'll set these beautiful nachos right over here. We'd also add maybe I don't know. Maybe you guys think maybe it needs a little bit more sauce on it. Where's that packet of Lunchables tomato sauce? I mean, pizza sauce, salsa, it's basically the same thing. I mean, it's all tomatoes. So that looks even more colorful. It's what they in the industry call fusion cuisine. And it's already going cold, so I guess it's cold fusion. Alright, enough kidding around. Let's move on to our final dish. I spent a lot on these nice plates to have nice plates for nice plating for this segment, and this one chipped on the way over. I had to pull over in the parking lot of the public access studio and cry for about 30 minutes. But we'll cover it up with a sprig of parsley later. So now that we've gone through the beginning and the intermediate cuisine tips, now it's time to cook, crank up the cook to something a little more advanced. We're going to cook it up. We're going to crank it up. Bam. Not really. We'll edit that out so I don't get sued. So the next dish for our advanced lesson is a traditional French dish called a dinde au pain, or turkey on bread. And today, we don't have a fully prepared Thanksgiving-style turkey because I could not afford that in my budget after buying the plates that chipped. Because everything is made in China when there are perfectly good former magicians and middle school substitute teachers willing to make quality American plates. But that's for another episode. So for our bread, I dug this half-eaten container of tortillas out of a dumpster. They've got a very piquant quality to them, a nice sharpness to them. This, honestly, this tortilla smells like it's made out of blue cheese. So that's very French. And for our turkey, why not just do Oscar Mayer natural turkey dogs? Why not? Who needs the hassle of getting all the gizzards out and stuffing a giant bird Thanksgiving style when you don't even have anyone to share Thanksgiving with? So turkey dogs will work just as fine. Alright, let's get into this and hope that the juice doesn't spill all over me. I usually get wiener juice all over me. All up and down my shirt. The wiener juice just splatters me all up and down whenever I'm trying to make hot dogs. Whew. Okay, we got the package open. Alright, it's got a beautiful sheen. Nice firm texture. And we're going to make a little bit of a cat eye with the tortilla and the weenie. It's a kind of a weird shaped tortilla. So we're just going to make a cat eye with it like the weenie is the slit. Wait, that's not right. Weenies and slits are two different things. Girls have one and boys have the other. What am I talking about? So for this one, we're going to want to baste the turkey in some ketchup. Okay. Doesn't that look succulent? Now, time to hand it off to Chef Mike. Greg, I'm just Greg the sous chef. Chef Mike's the real star of the show. Right, guys? All right, the magic number, 33 seconds. Most instructions will tell you, hey, you need to microwave this for 1 minute and 30 seconds, or 30 seconds, or 3 minutes exactly. No, put in weird number amounts on your microwave so that the government can't track you. 33 seconds. You doing okay there, Mike? There's a lot of popping and crackling going on in there. Don't come a-knocking. Oh, that smell. The ketchup exploded just a little bit, which will make our plating so much more interesting. It's like most people will try to be a Picasso or a Bob Ross or a good painter with their plating, but we're gonna go full on Jackson Pollock, a Rembrandt maybe. But we're gonna go chaotic with our plating. A squirt there, squirt there, squirt there. You make the squirts like smaller as you go, so there's like a gradient to the squirts. And on this line, we're just gonna do a squiggle. Isn't that beautiful? And on top of our turkey, let's get a little more creative. Let's do, I'm going to try something that's never been seen on any kind of hot dog. A formation of mustard that's never been seen. A perfect squiggly line. Groundbreaking. Right, guys? So there you have it. Dinde au pain with Grey Poupon. Actually, it's just HEB brand yellow mustard because I can't afford anything more expensive than that. But I guess I don't have any Grey Poupon on me. Remember those commercials? Okay, so the last step that we need, the all-important garnish, a sprig of parsley. And this has been Cooking with Chef Mike.